Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. Today is the return of Catherine. It's been a long time. More Atlas. The first song is called Yo, acid jazz version from the channel Atlas Tube. And after that we have Catherine. Well, I think the first one was Catherine Full Body, whatever that is. And then this one is Chopin Revolutionary Etude from the channel Night Crown, requested by Red Blaze 27. I've heard Catherine just a few amount of times, but I've loved everything I've heard. For the longest time, I used the intro movie as background music, the It's a Golden Show. So, I'm pretty sure it's Shoji Meguro. Pretty sure. But either way, I've been in an Atlas mood all day, so let's just continue. This is a very short song, but this is Yo. Channel is Atlas Tube. Full body. It's full body. I'll talk later. Is this the opening of the game for Full Body? Love the bass line here. Saxophone. Oh, we got like dual rapping going on. Oh, there you go. Damn, the old school like stereo systems. This came from the 90s. Okay. Let's not look at a toilet. Let's get this shot where it was like the composer. That's sick. Okay. Well, I don't have a whole lot to say. It was just really cool. But one thing did come to mind. And that is Atlas. Atlas seems to have a respect for the hip hop community. And it's very apparent, you know? Persona 3, all the Personas really have like some sort of like hip hop influence. Not the whole soundtrack. But also, Shin Megami Tensei has hip hop stuff. Catherine has hip hop stuff. This to me, I would have guessed was right from Persona 3. Obviously, it's not Lotus Juice, but it's got that same flavor, except the saxophone makes it like more sexy, so it kind of fits this whole like. I don't even know what this game is. I just know it's more. I don't know. I don't even know if it's like M-rated, but it definitely is more towards like the sex sells thing. Everything's pink, and you know, it kind of looks like an adult film. I have no idea. Like even the next picture, like you know, pay attention to, you know, how they posed her. So, but yeah, I just always noticed that, and I just never really like said anything till now. But yeah, Alice has a big like. Well, I mean, they have so many genres, right? That's what's really cool about them. Persona as a whole, let's just say Persona. Everyone knows it for like their kind of like dancey kind of stuff, but that's just one element. Persona has so much stuff in it. Swing, jazzy, you know, loungy stuff. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's rock too, right? What's that one song? The one I kind of didn't vibe with. It's like the final boss too. The starts with a J. That one, whatever that one is. That's, you know, that's not really dancey or swingy, so it's really cool. But I have a feeling though, based on how this game portrays itself, that maybe this soundtrack is probably the most consistent out of all the Atlas, you know? It's just a guess. Because SMT, Persona, and other stuff I've heard have a variety of stuff. Whereas I think Catherine is just like this kind of smooth sensual thing. I I still like I said, I still remember when I heard "It's a Golden Show." That immediately like stuck in my head. I've been using it for years now. Every now and then I'll still use it as background music. It was such a good song. And I'm starting to kind of see this pattern with Atlas is like they release a game and then later there's another version of it, like a more complete version of it. I don't know if that's just from being rushed or that's just their thing. They make the base and then they make something else with it. So if I had to guess, Catherine is the original game, which is the next song we're going to hear. And then Full Body is the, like the Vengeance or the Royale or the, I don't know, whatever, so let me know. I don't know anything about Catherine though, but really cool. I don't know who the rappers were, but fantastic stuff. This is interesting. This is Chopin Revolutionary Etude. As in, like, is that a direct callback to the composer? We'll see. Anyways, this is Catherine, track 9. Oh, I don't know if I said the channel is Night Crown. Oh, I don't know much of his music, so hopefully I can catch the motif or something. (2011). We got gender symbols everywhere. Ooh. This might be the closest I've heard to maybe a boss fight in the whole game. It's the most energy so far. I was not expecting this classical route at all in this game. I don't know why, but it reminds me of like Suikoden. I don't know why. It just does. It sounds kind of maddening. Like maybe you're fighting a crazy character. Or surviving for your life. It definitely sounds like a boss. Let me know, are there any Atlas games where there's no conflict? Well, like boss battles. Is there ever any just like text-based, whatever, Or is this also turn-based? It's like electronic classical. That's really cool. And unexpected from this game. This has 1 million views. Possible final boss? It sounds like a big moment. Oh, that's cool, dude. That is... I feel like... I know this is weird, but like... I feel like that'll become a favorite of mine if I just keep hearing it over and over. Like in my own personal time, I gotta like really decipher that. Because as a reaction, I was just like, whoa, what, huh? And then, it's over now. Not every song is gonna strike me the same at the beginning. A first impression is always something, but I've had definite favorites of songs I've heard here after I react to them. Once I hear it on my own or I'm just kind of like not paying attention, then I catch myself like, oh. And for some reason, I'm getting that here. Like, this is interesting. This is reminding me of one of my favorite soundtracks, which is Skullgirls. Skullgirls uses a lot of electronic and semi-classical stuff, kind of. Their whole soundtrack is weird too because it's like all over the place, where it's like noir, jazz, and like 30s and 40s music from like movies, but turned into like an electro style. It's really bizarre. And this kind of reminded me of that. This kind of reminded me of something similar. There's definitely like a whole art to this game that I'm not seeing. Like I can't tell if it takes place in the past. I haven't seen any gameplay, but there's always something going on with like either human anatomy or some sort of like adult themes. You know what? I'm not gonna look up anything. I just want to see what this game is rated. There's obviously puns too, full body. You know, let me see. I just want to see. Well, apparently it was released 2011, but I just want to see. Dude, even the cover art, my gosh. The cover art is just like, yeah, you can look it up on your own. It's rated M. Okay. God, why did that take so long? Rated M. Okay. I'm pretty sure SMT is rated M too. So interesting. I wonder though, is this whole games thing about like being explicit, or is it just like kind of like bordering on it? You know. I am curious on what it's about, just because it seems bold. You know, I feel like there's not a lot of games that, whatever it's touching upon, I feel like not a lot of games go there because it's like risque or something. But, you know, I see this and I'm thinking like adult media, all right? It's like the pink, everything is the white stains in the background, like, you know, and then his face out of nowhere. I also wonder if this is one of those games that Atlas references, like if there's monsters in it, like do we see characters that appear from other games here too, or is this like a completely unique one experience? Now, as far as the song, that totally took me off like by surprise. The hip hop one was a little surprising too, but at least it fit with like the saxophone and the, you know, the vibe of it all, from what I'm used to in Catherine. But this was like, this seemed more like Atlas boss themes, and probably a really important one too. And to choose, I don't know any Chopin. I know he was very famous, and I don't know what like his most famous piece was. So I'm wondering why they chose that, or if that's just a coincidental name. This whole thing just makes me very curious. I don't know, but it has 1 million views. Warranted. It's pretty good. You don't really hear this whole like electro classical fusion too often, but it definitely, I'd say at the end of the day, just gave me this feeling of like tension, and I'm probably losing this fight right now. It sounds like a fight, no matter what. It's either a fight or like the last hallway you walk into before an encounter. Like just like this looming energy like behind you. Anyways, yeah, what's up with the classical influence? Is there more classical influence? But I really like that. I gotta hear this more. As soon as this video's over, I'm gonna start hearing it. But I like the whole like the scale runs of it, the arpeggios. It's very musical. It's totally different from the beginning song, but that's a different game. This is the base game. Anyways, thanks to the requesters. Let me know what's going on here. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Peace.